Hi everyone, welcome to another video, and today I have with me the Thinkbook. It's the Thinkbook Plus Gen 3, I think. It's one of Lenovo's weirdest devices. It has a wide screen, yet it has another screen beneath it, and it's for the designers, but without a discrete graphics card. So I don't know what's going on, but let's open it up and I'll go with you as usual with everything, and let's go. Ooh. Okay, so this one comes in a really weird box. It comes within a box, like some, I don't know, MacBook or something. But, oh, God, that's heavy. Wow. Never thought it's going to be in another box like this one. Look how beautiful it is. I love this box. It's really something. It shows you like how premium this device is. Thinkbook Plus Gen 3. Yes, it is in hollow. Anyways, you want to open it up, right? So let's do it. And there it is. Wow. I don't know how to make you understand how heavy it is, but I can barely hold it with my left hand. It's so heavy. And this device should have been like one of the lightest devices for 17-inch, but anyways, I'm going to open it up. And here it is, with all of its glory. It's the weirdest device that I've ever held in my hands. It's extremely wide, really narrow. I don't know. But before we keep on this video with the laptop, let's go through the rest of the stuff that this thing has in it. So yeah, it was supposed to have this new 100-watt Type-C charger, and it has. So I saw 100-watt charger from Dell, like, I don't know, 5 years ago with the XPS 17. And finally, I see one from Lenovo's. So, thank you. Is there anything else? No. And this one, yeah, just a power cable. And over here, nothing and nothing. Underneath this one, nothing. So, that was it. Just the charger and its cable. But I really like this box. It's really is premium. So much air. There you go. So here is the laptop back again, and I'm going to lower the screen just to be able to see it better. And I've lowered the camera just for a better angle. Let's open it up. Sorry for the noise. Before opening this up, I want to go through the ports real quick. So on the left, an aux and a Type-C, which is kind of useful. Then behind it, well, that's a good idea. Type-C with a charging ability, 2 USBs, and an HDMI. On the right side, we have nothing. I must say, just before I'm proceeding with opening this device, for years, Lenovo has been like the top leader when it comes to ports and comes to usability. But in the recent years, it's being weird, Lenovo. You gotta stop. You have to keep the ports as it is. Why keeping a whole side empty without any holes, like any possibility to connect a mouse or anything? It's just losing its magic. Anyways, let's open it up. And here it is. Let me get the camera in a better angle for you. And here it is. The magnificent Thinkbook Plus. I like the idea. I like the whole theme that's going on here. Let's see what it says with this one. Camera privacy, integrated pen. We'll see it later. Secondary screen. We'll see it later. Main screen. Yeah, the AC needs to be connected. Switches. So, okay, you can barely see it because it's like air, but over here you can see that it has like a switch between computer power and how fast it's going. But we'll go through it. Let me charge it for a bit and I'll be back with you. So here it is, after going through Windows 11 and just, creating the profile and passwords and everything. Come on, Windows, Microsoft, this whole first experience is really heavy. But never mind, we're talking about the laptop. So the device is really beautiful. As we already know, it's nothing to talk about. The screen has like really weird size to it. Let me show you what I mean. The resolution is, I'm going to zoom my phone for a second, and as you can see, it's 3072 by 1440. So that's less than a 4K, but above the Ultra HD. It's weird because of the size, the screen size, but it's fine. So unlike other videos that I'm making, I would like to go through this first setup for the Thinkbook Plus Gen 3 because I think it's really unique. But I want to do it with the pen that this device offers within the device. That's something that I really like. When there is like a pen within the device, it's really is useful. And I just checked and it's over here. Now, usually with people like me who don't really have nails, it's really difficult, but Lenovo understood us and they have a basic mechanism which is like this. So it's wonderful. And I really like the idea that I don't have to break my finger every time. So here is the pen, pretty simple, small. Probably here it's where it's charging the pen, made in China, Lenovo integrated pen, WG14. So next page, customize app groups, select most used apps, create use apps, bring useful apps, okay. Dashboard review. The dashboard is really useful because you can just, maybe paint something or draw something. It's really nice. And mirroring could be useful. I can't see it right now, maybe later. So here's the screen. Now, let's see what it offers. Yeah, so a numpad, a huge numpad, really nice. This one is probably connecting the device to another, like a phone, This one is probably to bump whatever here to the upper screen. This one is paint, maybe. Yeah, so it's opening like its own application, and you can drive over it. Hello world. Hello world. I'm not the best typer, as you can see, but I'm dealing with it. What this one, this is probably, you can add like other applications to it. So let's see what's happening if I'm clicking on Explorer. So I actually have like a small laptop within my laptop. It's the same operation system, it's the same everything, but it looks nice. I can see it work, but never mind. All right, so let's go a little bit through the hardware that this device offers. So, as I've stated in the beginning, wow, the whole UI changed and I can barely know where I am. Anyway, so here it is, and I'm going to bring it closer to you. So, as I said, this device comes with the i7 12700H. An H CPU means really fast CPU, kind of close to a desktop CPU, and it's power hungry. It's power hungry, but it's better for everything that you have to use from day to any day. It has 24 L3 cache, which means this device can be pretty good. It has 32 gigs of RAM. It's a DDR5. Again, another bug, I mean the same bug that Lenovo keeps on having with their new devices. It says out of 8 slots used, but this device has none. Everything is on board. So why it says 8 out of 8 I don't know, but God knows why. So the SSD, finally we're having normal Samsung. What do I mean by normal? I mean like high performance than average SSD. We'll check it soon. So this one is the name of the device. This device also is a touchscreen. It's wonderful. I love touchscreens. And this device is 120 hertz of screen refresh rate. Let me show you what I mean. So I don't know if you can see from the video, but everything is really, really smooth. And there you go. The refresh rate is 120 hertz. I've already saw ThinkPads with 165, but I guess this is enough. So again, to the task manager, just to make things clarified. This one does not have any graphics card. This one has the Iris Xe graphics. I don't know what Lenovo or anyone who designed this device thought that it's good to have like CPU hungry with a screen hungry power and not efficient, and now the screen that's lowered over here. I don't understand the idea that not putting a discrete graphics card within this device. I mean, yeah, with 32 gigs of RAM and this basic Iris graphics, you can do basically a lot of things, but not everything that you can do with, like, let's say RTX 3060. It's really weird, and I don't know the idea behind it, really, I don't. And for the keyboard, so as we can see already, this device has the Legion theme going on, like the Legion 5i and the 7i and maybe even the P16 are all sharing the same keyboard. So the keyboard is fine. Everything about the keyboard is fine. The problem that I'm having with this device is like, if I'm tapping something and I'm like, let me show you what I mean. Hello world, my name is Evie and I like this device. Now let's say I wanted to delete like the device, and I just touch this part. See, everything stops working. So you have to be really precise wherever you touch with the keyboard. I've already few times already my mouse moved from here to here. And it's annoying because every time you have to pull, you see the mouse over here, you have to pull it from beneath it, you have to pull it up. So that's something to take care of. Except for that, the keyboard is fine. It's really like fine. Let me show you how it sounds as well. Trackpad. So this device has like glass-like trackpad, and I really like this whole texture. It's fine. It's not like the haptic ones that they have like their own touch and it's problematic to click on it. This one is really smooth, very precise, and really useful. So before going on the usual test with the headphones and the SSD and everything, I just wanted to show you how much crap Lenovo keeps on pushing within their devices. Why? I don't want Office 365. I don't want the McAfee. Why? Just stop. Stop pushing stuff within devices that people don't need. I don't need. I don't want, and I don't want it. With Dell, for example, they have like this little store that says, okay, we can give you like this and this, and you select it. Lenovo, no, you have the present, enjoy it. I hate it. And now for the sound test. This is the usual sound, the sound test. Hip Jazz by Benjamin Tissot, and I found it on bandcamp.com. So let's start, and you can hear the sound and how it sounds really clear from this device. And that was the sound test. So I think the speakers are okay. They are average, a little bit above average. They don't have so much bass like they used to have in the new P1 series, but they're okay. If you're planning on hearing music or maybe even movies, you're going to enjoy it, no problem. Alright, and now for the geeky part. Let me show you how fast this SSD is. It should be pretty fast because it's Samsung, and usually Samsung is fine. And we'll see how it performs. And I'll be back once the test is done. And we're back with pretty good numbers. So as I've predicted, this SSD is good. It has almost 7 gigs of read and above 5 gigs of write, which is really good. And for example, the Samsung 9080 with the heatsink goes to like 7400 and maybe 5000 write. If you're going to use the device for like tiny files or bigger files, or you want to download and stuff like that, you are going to enjoy it. It's going to be really fast, and those numbers are good, trust me. And now for the CPU and the GPU tests. So I'm going to run the CPU test first without the charger, and I'm going to show you that it's not connected anymore, as you can see. And I'm going to run it right now and come back to you with numbers soon. So while the test still runs, you can hear the sound of the fans going on, and I'm going to put it a little closer. I mean, you can hear it, but it's nothing too major. It's nothing you can deal with anyways. And the results are in. Now, before I'm proceeding with letting you know the numbers, which is 1800 and 8866 for multi-core, which is fine and good, the widescreen means a lot of dead space if you are not using it. So usually you'll see whites and blacks and stuff like that. That's something you'll have to get used to with ultra wide screens. I'm using daily 49-inch ultra widescreen, and it's annoying, but if you're going to play games with it or you're going to edit stuff with it, it's really useful in these categories. But within web, not so much. Anyways, let's go through the numbers and I'll show you what all of it gave us. And now I'm going to do the CPU benchmark again with the charger, and I'm going to connect it right away. And as you can see here, it's connected, and I'm going to run it and come back to you with numbers once we get them. And the results are in. Single core score got a little bit lowered by 1%, maybe 2%, but the multi-core got higher, much higher. So this one with the charger, the previous one was without a charger. Big difference. Let me show you the rest of the numbers. And that was it. Now let's go to the compute benchmark, which is the GPU benchmark. The first one is an OpenCL, the next one is Vulkan. So I'm going to test both of them with the charger. Again, I don't see a reason to try and see how fast this device goes without the charger. And I'll come back to you with numbers once they are done. And the results are in for OpenCL, almost 20K, which is quite nice. Let me show you the rest of the numbers. And now for the Vulkan compute benchmark. Again, GPU, and I'll be back with the numbers. And the results are in for the Vulkan, 18,643. I'll show you the rest of the numbers. So as we already know, this device is 17-inch device, but because it's 17 ultra wide, it looks different. It's tinier, and it has like this secondary screen, which makes it really weird. But I really wanted to compare it to two giants. On the right we have the P17, and on the left we have the P16. So this device came before it, and this one came with a gray theme. This one came with a black-ish theme. And I think this device really fits beneath these two. Let me show you the ports and what you're missing if you're going with a secondary screen and a pen. Here they are stacked up on each other. So the lower one again is P17, sorry. Above it is the P16, and above them all is the Thinkbook Plus. So on the left side, we have here just a charger and an audio jack. With this one, you're getting a SIM, audio jack, Type-C, USB. With this one, you're getting aux, SIM tray, USB, and HDMI. On the back, 3 Type-Cs, which one of them is just normal, and 2 Thunderbolts, charger, Ethernet port. The P16 gives you just 2 Thunderbolts, HDMI, and a charging port. The Thinkbook Plus gives you a charging port with Type-C, Thunderbolt, 2 normal USBs, and HDMI. And on the right, as you've already saw in the beginning of the video, with this one you're getting a Kensington USB, SD card reader, and an optional smart card reader. With the P16 Kensington, USB, SD card reader. Here you have the full function card reader, and with the Thinkbook Plus you're getting nothing. Length and size wise, it's as big as the P17, all right, but you are missing quite a lot from the screen. With the P16 you're getting almost the same as the P16, but you're missing the whole like a few inches on the sides because it's wide. You can actually see that someone just took like a whole part of the 17-inch and just removed it. It gave you a wide screen. I've tried to find something that could put them identically with the same height, but I couldn't find it. So if we are putting them side by side, we see that, well, you have to choose which way you want to go. Have a little bit more weight or a little bit more height. Do you want the numpad, or you can deal with the screen and no numpad, or maybe just a touch screen pad? Okay, so I guess it's the last part where I'm saying what I'm thinking about this device and just the idea behind it. So basically, I think this device is for the guy or the girl who are in the beginning of their way of designing, or maybe just playing around and they want to have a unique device. And why do I say in the beginning? Well, just because one basic thing that this device is missing, and it's the discrete GPU. I know this device has 32 gigs of RAM, which is more than enough for everything, like let's say Photoshop or Premiere, and usually they are more like CPU intensive, but it's not enough. It's not enough, and it's not recommended by Adobe, and it's not recommended by anyone who is more like into designing and into like I don't know, CAD designing and engineering. I think it's more of a fun device, if I may say, and it's fairly cheap. It's really fairly cheap, and this exact model costs around $2,000, give or take. And on a Black Friday, which is around right now, you can find it for even lower. And there is a bang for the buck. You get a lot for it. You have like a face recognition, you get finger recognition, you're getting a touch screen, you're getting a tablet, you're getting a pen behind it, you're getting a high performance CPU. You're getting a lot. But there are disappointing parts as well. The disappointing parts for me are very basic, and it's just the ports. I think there is a lot of loss with not having any port on the right side. And I do get it that you have like a tablet over here, but I just see Lenovo or any ThinkPad as a Swiss knife kind of a device. You can do anything you want to do, but you're being limited by part of the device. And I don't like the idea. And I don't like the idea that this device does not come with an Ethernet port. Lenovo already did it with the P16. They've already did it with the T14 Gen 2 and brought back the Ethernet port and the Gen 3. So why are we missing a lot of important ports? It's just a shame. It's disappointing, at least for me, as someone who's using the devices on a daily basis for work. Another disappointing thing for me, and that's just if you're going forward with this device. Let's say you want to have an external device, external display, I mean. you are going to select Windows key and P, and you're going to select second screen only, right? Well, second screen only won't show you this one. Second screen only, well, if I'm thinking about it, maybe it is going to show this one in the external screen. I just thought about it. But you can have like this little PC over here, which is not really useful. Anyways, in conclusion, this device is really cool. If you're going to buy it and you're going to go with it to college or anything like that, everybody are going to look at you and say, wow, you have the best device ever. And they are going to be right, because it is really, really good and high performance. And let's say the SSD, the CPU, the screen is really bright and nice. The speakers are good. And you're going to enjoy it for not much money. And this device is good. I could recommend it. It's just that you must try before buying this device an ultra screen PC, not a laptop, because laptop is, well, you can try a laptop, but I don't know many laptops with ultra screen. Anyways, just give it a try, and if you like it, get it. But hopefully next year with the Gen 4 we'll have a discrete GPU, and we are going to enjoy it, because it's like ticks everything but misses a few. So we'll meet next year with the device, hopefully, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions with it about this device, just let me know. I would love to answer your questions. Thank you for watching, and see you on another video.